It's Matt Ball. How are you doing?
Doing good, mate.
Aye, so we're here at the Glasgow Garage and you've been having some fun on tour.
Yes.
Yeah. So what have you been up to?
It's been a good one. We have doing a lot of driving, a lot of eating, a lot of sneezing, not a lot of showering. Also not a lot of playing music, but a lot of lifting heavy equipment, so it's been
awesome.
It's been a good one.
Heavier than the songs or just heavy equipment?
Oh, absolutely.
What was the biggest crowd you've done so far?
Biggest crowd, I mean we've done 2 shows so far. We've done London, Bristol. The Islington Assembly Hall was just incredible.
Oh man,
an amazing.
I wish I was there so much.
Just doing that, the format of having a venue that size with a balcony and just looking out into the sea of people like that. It's quite something, mate. Like,
it's daunting. It's grounding as well, man. It's like, it's cool to be like out there and appreciated for your tunes, man.
This is it. Like, I mean, Chris is just such a well-respected dude. He's been around for such a long time. The fact that his music is finally being released, like, obviously came out at the end of last year. It's been written for 20-25 years, you know. It's just been, it's such a season.
It's the right time for it, man.
It is the right time for it. Like, he's worked,
and it's the right gang of people. Like,
this is it. Like, he's so old school, but the players he had on the record were so modern, and it just has this mix of it's just all this.
Awesome.
Here's that perfect middle ground where it appeals to every audience. And
That's cool, man.
I feel that that's shown over the last couple of days. And I guess we'll see how it goes down in the next 2 cities.
And it's your playing as well helps.
You think?
Of course, man. I'm going to embarrass you. I'm always going to embarrass you. Anyway, let's see your rig.
Alright, we'll do the rig. We're on stage. The rig's down there.
So what we're using?
So we've been keeping things super minimal this year. What I'm doing is I'm running a copy of Positive Grid's Bias. I've got 2 presets loaded, one for the fretted bass and the other for the fretless bass.
Yeah.
I'm using a Line 6 sonic port, which is really nice for having on the road because it's got a condenser mic built in, so if I have any ideas or anything I want to write, I can always just turn the condenser mic on, get some shit tracked and whatever.
That's cool, man.
I'm leading that into my TC Electronic Polytune, which is
tuner, man. Solid tuner.
It is solid, mate. It's just super compact, and the fact that you can just obviously play every string at the same time and you can just tune it manually is incredible. Like, great bit of kit, fed into the TC Sentry, which is such a nice gate. All the TC stuff's brilliant because it has tone-proof functionality.
Yeah.
You can adjust every tiny detail of what the pedal does.
That's cool.
Right down to the EQ curves, the attack and the release.
Nice.
It's a solid bit of gear, mate.
And then we move on to the heavy stuff.
And now we're coming into the dark glass electronic stuff.
Big up Doug.
Oh, big up Doug.
Doug's the man.
So we're running the Super Symmetry here. I've got some stickers on there from the last tour, but I've changed the settings and I haven't been fucked to change the stickers. So if you see it's not corresponding,
as long as you know what you're doing.
That's it. I've got pictures on my phone this time. I've been too lazy to do it. But this just does absolute bits, mate.
Yeah.
It's super sweet. Obviously on the bias patches you have got some compression options within the transformer.
Yeah.
But I leave it quite minimal. I keep the compression pretty low and the output quite high. So this just
and then just use that as like a buffer. Yeah.
So all I'm doing here is these something's been moved about the tables. It's cool. These remain on almost all the time, apart from sections where it's very dynamic. I turn the gate off just so it doesn't cut.
That's cool.
The compressor stays on all the time, and with having the 2 channels in here, the dark glass B7K provides a gain stage, so I can just turn that on and off.
That's awesome.
Which, I mean, it's pretty minimal because I'm only really working with 4 patches in essence.
Yeah.
Clean fretless, distorted fretless, clean fretted, distorted fretted. So it's very minimal, but it just works. It works for this. I don't need anything to
keep it simple, stupid.
With Chris's record, obviously he had so many different players on there. When he had Amos playing some bass on one of the tracks,
no, it's solid track.
Maresh on the others as well. So I had to try and work a tone that met halfway through, so I didn't have to change the sound too drastically in a live situation. But I found something I feel is really nice for me, but also expresses the kind of sounds delivered.
Work for the song, man.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
It's good.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything.
So what have you got running in?
So
what are we using?
We've got these two puppies over here. We've got the Ibanez SRSC 805. This just comes stock with Bartolini MK1 pickups and Bartolini preamp.
Bartolinis are huge, man. Like,
it's savage.
As I say, I've said in the previous video, see if you want a good clean signal to work with, Ibanez is the one.
Like honestly,
it just gives you the DI that's modelable.
That's it.
It's solid, man. Solid piece.
I keep the preamp on almost all the time. I have a little bit of boost on all the frequencies there.
Yeah.
I keep the mid switch. I can't remember exactly what they are. I think it's something like 700 or 800 hertz. But that kind of gets that honkiness I need for this music.
Yeah.
The pickup blend is sent more towards the neck, but still has a bit of bridge in there as well.
That's cool.
Gives me a bit of spank and a bit more low end, so it's a bit tighter. And then I've got obviously the standard groove gear fret wrap to minimise any string noise.
Endorse me, please.
Yeah. Please give me stuff. Yeah, it's all pretty standard shit.
That's cool, man.
I've had this for a couple of years now. It hasn't done me wrong, and I've used it in all of my projects. So,
yeah.
You know, it's nice. I've got a bit of an emotional connection to it, I suppose. As you do with a lot of things.
Oh, definitely,
I'm not at the
man.
stage where people are just throwing stuff at me for free. So anything I do get matters. It matters a hell of a lot. And the other one is just the Ibanez SRF 705. Definitely not reading the back. There it goes.
I have played bass before.
Definitely. Again, comes stock with the Bartolini MK1s. It's very nice because it's very transferable.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's ostensibly a different sound because it's flat wound strings, so not as much of a high output sound, but it's nice not having to. I've done minimal additions on each patch, so
it's definitely helps the character for those songs as well. Like the fretless just adds a whole dimension.
This does come stock with what is it, a piezo pickup bit on the bridge, but I always have that turned off. It's nice for the cleaner stuff, and you know, it's something else to add to the mix, but the EQ curve isn't too strong on it. The thing is, they took out the mid-range control on here, put a bass and treble, and then put a sweepable control for the piezo pickup. And I wasn't a massive fan, so I'm turning that off, but I might do some modifications soon.
That's cool, man.
I'm blending the two pickups together slightly. It's mostly bridge, so I get a bit more of a honky sound with a bit of neck, just to get that kind of depth at the low end. Other than that, it's just a solid bit of gear, mate. Again, it feels exactly the same in my hands. They're both neck-through design. They're stunning on the back. You can see all of my sweat marks and the scratch marks.
That's what we love.
And it does have the individual fine sort of adjustments for the piezo pickup as well.
Nice.
So it's nice to have two basses that produce very different sounds. They just feel very similar in the hand. Like they're just lovely instruments. Nice. Other than that, I've got my LD Systems NEI 100. Again, definitely not reading the name on the packet, but this just does all my earlier generation.
Well, I think that's our cue.
I think that's everything, mate. I better get.
Matt, how did the show go, man?
How did the show go? Oh well, we were shorter than the others. We had fun, didn't we, boys?
Yeah,
I thought it was awesome.
I would say there was a bit of laying it down and possibly spraying it brown.
Possibly.
Oh yes. Like, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Going on, dude. There was potential spraying going on. I'm pretty sure brown was sprayed.
I'm pretty sure the town was painted brown.
Oh. I'm out. Free shavakadu.
Oh, that's not very flavorful. It's kind of bland.
Oh.
I'm a bit disappointed.
How many thumbs out of 10? Oh, half a thumb of 10.
It's a Hafner.